Welcome, Fright Night Vault listeners. Wherever you are in the world tonight, I'm glad you made it. Whether you're lying in bed with the lights off or listening through your headphones in a darkened room, you found your way to the vault, and that means you're one of us now. Before we begin tonight's story, I have a small favor to ask. If these stories have become part of your nightly routine, or if you're listening for the first time and the shadows are starting to feel a little heavier, leave a comment letting me know where you're tuning in from. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. It helps keep the vault open, and what's inside needs an audience. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever stayed in a hotel that just felt wrong? Not haunted exactly, not obviously cursed, just wrong. The wallpaper peels in ways that look intentional. The hallways seem too quiet even when it's fully booked. And the air, it smells like it hasn't been fresh in years, no matter how clean the sheets are. Tonight's story takes place at a motel just like that. One of those roadside places people pass without a second glance. Paint peeling, neon flickering, long outdated. It's called the Stillwater Motor Inn, and room 7 is always available. That's the first red flag. It doesn't matter what time you check in. Room 7 is never booked. It's never out of order. It's never mentioned unless you ask. But when you do ask, the clerk goes quiet. The main character of our story, Trevor, is a traveling nurse on his way through the mountains during a winter storm. He doesn't believe in ghosts. He believes in exhaustion, low visibility, and needing a bed for the night. He's given a room key, number 7, and everything seems normal at first, but in the middle of the night someone knocks on his door. Not once, not twice, but again and again every hour, like a ritual. When he opens it, no one's there. When he checks the parking lot, his car is the only one. And then he hears the voice. It comes from the other side of the bathroom mirror. A woman's voice. Soft, broken. Calling his name like she's always known it. The staff won't talk about her. The room doesn't show up in the registry, but her name is written in lipstick on the inside of the closet door, and if Trevor doesn't leave before dawn, he might not leave at all. There are places that don't exist on any map, rooms that remember every guest, even if the world forgets them, and some rooms never check you out. Tonight's story, The Woman Who Lived in Room 7, starts now. Trevor unlocked the motel door with a tired sigh. Room 7 creaked open like it hadn't been used in years, even though the front desk clerk had handed him the key without hesitation. The interior was stale, yellowed lamplight, a sagging bed, one of those wall-mounted air conditioners that hummed like it was choking. Still, it was shelter, dry, heated, good enough for one night. He dropped his duffel, kicked off his shoes, and rubbed the fog from the window. Snow came down in heavy sheets outside, white swallowing the highway. Could have been worse, he muttered. Then he noticed the closet. Its door hung open slightly. Inside, nothing but a wire hanger and writing. He stepped closer. In smeared lipstick, barely visible in the low light, someone had scrawled 3 words. "She's still here." He blinked. The message was old, faded, like someone had tried to scrub it away, but it had bled through. He closed the door, too tired to care. At 2:13 a.m., the knocking started. 3 slow knocks, precise, heavy. Trevor sat up, heart racing. "Hello?" No answer. He crept to the door and opened it. Empty hallway, stillness. He closed it again, locked it, dismissed it, until 3:13 a.m., 3 knocks. This time, they came from the bathroom. Trevor turned toward the door. The light under it flickered. He grabbed his phone, flashlight on, and stepped inside. The mirror was fogged, but he hadn't showered, and in that fog, a shape moved behind the glass, not reflected. Behind it, a woman's silhouette, long hair, eyes wide, mouth moving, but no sound. He reached out. The mirror stayed solid, cold, but something inside it watched him. He stumbled back, heart hammering, and the fog cleared. She was gone. He left the light on and climbed back into bed. 4:13 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. The closet this time. He didn't get up. Instead, he whispered, "What do you want?" And the voice answered, software right behind his ear, "You're in my room." He froze, didn't turn around. The air grew colder. The lights dimmed. The wall by the bed began to bleed. Not red, black, like ink from a broken pen. He grabbed his phone to call the front desk. No service. He opened the motel door and found that the hallway had changed. It stretched endlessly in both directions, lined with identical room 7s. Door after door after door, and behind each one, a sound. Whispering, crying, scratching. He stepped back into his room, and the hallway vanished. Dawn was coming. He packed his bag in silence. Before leaving, he looked once more at the closet. The lipstick message was gone. Now, etched into the wood, was a name, Annabelle Marsh, 1962. He Googled it later from the safety of a diner down the road. Annabelle Marsh, found dead in room 7 of the Stillwater Motor Inn, 1962, murder, never solved, room closed for 40 years. He checked the motel website again, still open, still has availability. And room 7, always ready. If you enjoy these types of horror audio stories, just add a like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps the vault stay open, even if some doors should never be unlocked. We'll leave the key under the mat. Just don't stay past dawn. See you on the next one. If you made it this far, you're one of us. Subscribe so you don't miss what crawls out next.